I wanted to share with you the mission of Spirit of Health. It is to declare God's rightful place in medicine through education and empowerment. So I have not been shy about my faith my entire journey with Spirit of Health, and I think God's an amazing designer and creator, and unfortunately he's been pushed out of medicine for the most part. Even here in America, for hundreds of years, we had naturopaths and homeopaths and herbalists, and everything was natural. And that's what God gave us. That's all we had for thousands of years was natural medicine. And big pharma came along and the whole Rockefeller thing and using coal tar, and it was all about industry and money and profit. And it kind of just flipped the script. And by the 1950s, God was mostly removed from the medical industry. Now, I want to have compassion and understanding, and I feel like there's amazing people in the medical industry and doctors and nurses, and I know a lot of them. So this is not a knock against people by any means whatsoever. It's about the system. And unfortunately, the system has changed. And so you push God out of anything, you're going to have destruction. And you're going to have bad things happening. And so there's just a lot of people turning back to God, back to natural medicine, back to true healing, back to wholeness, away from man-made, away from synthetic, away from petrochemicals and pharmaceutical drugs. And so there's a movement, and I love that. And so that's our mission. And again, I'm going to say it again just so you guys can really capture this, to declare. Okay, to speak, the power of our words, to declare God's rightful place, because he is still in control. He still sits on the throne. He still is God. Man makes his choices, but God is always available. It's all, sunshine and fresh water and clean food and herbs and massage and the ocean and nature. These things are always available to us because God is still in charge of this world. And the things that God created, nature, are never changing. They're never going away. They will be with us for eternity. But man-made things, all our technology, all our pharmaceutical drugs, they're all going to melt away because it's the way of man. So going back to declare God's rightful place in medicine through education and empowerment. So what's amazing about education and empowerment is it sets people free. What's the desire of the medical system? To keep you in slavery, to keep you in bondage. You're ignorant. You don't know anything about health. You have to trust what I say because you know nothing. I use all these big, amazing, fancy words that you don't understand, and you are going to die if you actually don't do what I say and take these pharmaceutical drugs. And I know that might sound a little extreme, but sadly, that's the reality. That's the stories I hear from people over and over again, and it's really, really sad. The reality is God's a healer. And if we get educated on how to take care of the body, how to heal the body, how to get to the root cause of chronic illness, how to remove toxins and poisons from our body, it empowers us, right? It empowers us to be healthy and to be well and to be free and to not rely on a man-made system. So here's the bottom line. Unfortunately, mankind often is looking for ways to control and manipulate and enslave people. It has been the history of humanity, sadly. But God, his desire, is the complete opposite, is complete autonomy and freedom. And it's why we have our natural rights. It's why our founding fathers wrote a Declaration of Independence, that we're born free under God. And so those are the two systems. And those two systems are at war right now. Now, I know who's going to win, but right now, I just really encourage people to join me in this mission to put God back in his rightful place, back in the center. There's no one else that can help us. There's no one else that can heal us. It's the old analogy of like a doctor can set a broken bone and put it into place, and that's really helpful. That's important. That's crucial. But he doesn't heal. God heals because he designed us to heal. He designed our bodies to heal ourselves. So I am really hoping that more and more people grasp a hold of this message and help this wave, help this movement of not relying on a man-made system that wants you to be their patient for life because they tell you it's genetic, there's nothing you can do about it, you're only going to get worse, your only option is to take these drugs, like all of those lies. We need to embrace the truth that God created you, you're fearfully and wonderfully made, you're designed to heal. The things that God created in nature all can help heal you and bring you back into alignment with your Creator. And then you can be free of sickness and disease and live the life God called you to live, that he intended for you to live from the very beginning. So anyone out there suffering, you are not designed to be sick and unhealthy and struggling and on all these pharmaceutical drugs, if that's you, or on this man-made processed diet. Like, there is freedom available. So that's our mission. I hope you're as excited about it as I am. And just let me know what you think about that. I love hearing people's thoughts and their comments. I love this movement of people getting back to God, back to natural health. And I pray that it continues and that you're a catalyst and you're a part of this movement with me.